Hey, I'm Kev, welcome back to Supercross 2 and the 250 finale. Before we head to Vegas though, Nando's got a rivalry to settle, so who is he going to be challenging? Could it be Plessinger, Joey, McElrath, Justin Hill, Nicoletti, Alex Martin, got Starlin, you got the Devil as well, you got loads of riders to choose from. So I think for Nando, what's the rivalry against Starlin? 100%? Let's lower that a bit. I know it's not exactly the kind of challenger we're looking for to succeed. I know it's more the head-to-heads, but Nando seems to have a better chance of doing these ones instead of those. He tries to beat Starlin's time. As that's not a good transition into whoop section. It's actually weird seeing the track normally as well. There we go, perfect. Did that wide line, 33.9. Time attack rider challenge. So what's the time he's got to beat? Got to actually look at that. This all just about makes that work. And really case speed into the whoop section, that's better. Then off the corner as well over that last section. Across the line, 32.9, as he had to beat 33.6 from Starlin while he smashed it. And there we go. That rivalry's nice and low. And it's nice for Nando to finally complete something in the training or challenges, as he's alongside, is that Plessinger he's alongside? Signing some autographs for the fans. As hopefully ego hasn't landed then. After meeting his adoring fans, as Nando around a track which he loved last season. As he's in a tight battle with Zach Osborne for that East title. But got settled here rather early on after they clashed. On this occasion, no pressure on Nando. Just out there to enjoy himself and hopefully end his time on the 250s with a victory. Around Sam Boyd Stadium here in Las Vegas. Go a massive back end jump. You get past the rider. They're going to get past Awesome Name. The last time we get to say Awesome Name. So we're taking the wide line over the whip section. That did not quite work out. As this is a showdown, the second showdown of the year between the East and West. And so, for this West qualifying, you've got to finish in the top 20 if you're going to make it into the heats. Otherwise, you're going home. You're having an early bath. Maybe enjoy yourself on the Sunset Strip. Because that's a much better start from Nando's. He's down in 12th at the moment. Not sure he's good enough to qualify. Has to be close to a 110 than that 115. As he's got Awesome Name all over him at the moment. Let's go big jump onto this back section. Around the corner. Oh, he's got to start seeing a scrub in Nando. Oh, he's not the biggest fan of it. Right, it might just help him. Getting into that whoop section, my god. Goes a bit wide. Onto the tabletop, into the jump. Oh, massive jump. There we go. Can easily triple that. Oh, much better flow in that final section. There we go, 112.7. I think now he's easily through. As it's McElrath at the top by just 3 thousandths of a second ahead of Plessinger, with Adam in for just 0.03 of a second back. Then Joey less than a 10th back in 4th. How close they at the top. You've got Christian Craig, Alex Martin, Justin Hill, Nando in 8th, just behind Hill. 1.3 seconds back. Then Starling and Oldenburg round out the top 10 ahead of his fellow Mitchell Harrison. Then Nicoletti, Taft, Sexton, Justin Hof. Last Chance Blackburn making it through on his KTM. Then Clay Russell, one of the other winners this season. Marty Castillo, Michael Lieb. And Awesome Name makes it through. 3.5 seconds down, but a couple of tenths ahead of Justin Cooper, Custer, Bryce Stewart, Casey Brennan, Harry Rascal, Joseph Smith, Braden Hearn, Kevin Wilson in last. So he did what he needed to do in qualifying. Let's see what he can do in the heats. As it's business as usual in the heats, just the top 9 make it through to the main event as we get underway for the West Heat. 2 minutes plus a bit of fun as Plessinger and Nando get elbow to elbow. It gets very tight there. Plessinger pushing Nando wide into Joey. Kawasaki does not want to back down though. There's these 3 plus Justin Starling out in front in his Asvana. As Nando already got the run. His former rival. Oh, he's gone a bit wide for the left. Remember, he's battling for second in the championship. As Nando takes the lead. Already flying away from the opposition. As we go over the whoop section. Bit wide there. But makes it work over the tabletop. Oh, he's got into the tough blocks. Wants the love in the advertising. Now they're trying to get this last section right as he stays on Starling's tail. 2 tenths between them. Then Joey is second back along with Alex Martin, Justin Hill in the top 5. Or should we say Aaron Plessinger. As they're battling hard on the Suzuki and Yamaha. So a bit wide for the left is Starling. And they're just waiting for the bike to grip in turn. So you can rip it through the corner. Good to see Alex Martin up there on the KTM. As he got as far as Suzuki, Kawasaki, KTM. Got Yamaha just outside the top 5 in Plessinger. And Starling's gone a bit wide there. Nando's got the run on the inside. Pushes out his rival. And Starling wants it back. Maybe that rivalry isn't been extinguished by Nando. As he goes down the inside. Elbow to elbow. The wheel to wheel. They're flying together in the air majestically, are they? So Nando looking to the outside, looking to the inside. Is he finally making a move stick? I think he is. There's Christian Craig on the Honda now in the top 5. 4 different manufacturers. 5 different manufacturers in the top 5. 1:14.2. Nando leads. This is as usual then. So there we go, getting the back end out. That's how you slide it through. That first right hand hairpin. Christian Craig up to 4th. The crush on the move. By the tail of Joey for 3rd as well. Back past him. What did Craig have for breakfast? Absolutely flying at the moment. Nando tries to pull away in the lead. Once again, he's forgetting how to scrub. Intentional or not, probably should be doing it there. So Joey fights back for 3rd. Nando into the whoop section, trying to attack it hard. He gets the flow going over there. That's what you like to see. Oh, he remembers to scrub over that jump. But it's a bit more marginal. So there we go. Nice section. Massive jump at the end. Probably didn't want it to be that big. There's 1:12.4 is Shane McElroth. Guy nicking in at the moment in 10th. Last Chance Blackburn down the order. And so we've got the other Kawasaki of Adam into the top 5. There's Nando with the massive slide into the left-hander. He really is having fun in the lead. Now that he's broken Justin Starling. as he got just a third of this race remaining. And then Nando will be battling some old pals as well. His final 250 race. It's Zach Osborne, probably. At least his main rival from the east. It's almost loses out there. Doesn't Nando? Takes down 2 outsides for the final time, maybe. In a heat race. Couldn't afford to scrub there. Had to keep the momentum going. He's looking faultless around this course. Just picked up where he left off last year. Then, despite a mistake, does a 1:13. He's got Brady Taft going through. Looking for the order. Got Plessinger as well. It's Nando and Simon just flying in the lead, though, these two. Or shall we say just Nando flying? He's 5 seconds ahead of that as far enough. Joe back in third. On the Kawasaki and the KTM and Alex Martin. He's come on strong in the second half of the season. Shame he just was nowhere in the first half. So there we go, Nando. Get your scrub on. And Christian Craig on the Honda in fifth. He's been so up and down this season. I'm sure he's very disappointed to our Honda with their form. Same for Sexton as well. Definitely have promised a bit more than they've delivered this season, Honda. See if they can do that next year with no Nando in the class. With him stepping up to 450. See if they can kind of fill that void at the front. Or will it be the regulars? Will it be Joey, Justin Starling? There's all the battle of the Mitchells now to get in. Justin Hill down to 13th. There's Oldenburg beating Harrison at the moment. There's Nando almost 7 seconds ahead of Starling. Absolutely loving it as he goes over the sand. Gets a mini scrub on as well. Crowd loving that. It's all a bit wide there. Rut's almost taking him away. Oh, there we go. Mega scrub, mega whip over the jump. Still makes it land on this final lap. It'd be tough to see anyone from the East beating Nando in this form. Absolutely at home on this Las Vegas course. It's all just about sticks to landing. We go through the final section. Justin Starling in second, Joey in third, Christian Craig fourth, Alex Martin in fifth. But in first is your champion. As Nando, after 6 lap, wins by 10.6 seconds ahead of Justin Starling, then Joey, Craig, Alex Martin. Mitchell Harrison fought up to 6th on this as Varna, ahead of Adam, Bradley Taft, and Aaron Plessinger makes it through on his Yamaha just ahead of teammate Oldenburg by less than a second. Justin Hill up to 11th, McElrath, Nicoletti, Sexton, awesome name, Russell the Devil, Justin, last chance, and Lieb in last. So for Nando, just one more race to go.
It's time for the last gate drop of the season. Sam Boyd Stadium in Las Vegas will host the last East-West Showdown event of the Monster Energy AMA Supercross and FIM World Championship Tour for this year. Ralph Shaheen and Jeff Emig back with you once again for all the drama and excitement as we race to the final checkered flag. Jeff, what should we expect?
We're at the final event, and only the best of the two 250 championships will race this evening to decide the final leaderboard.
This event in Vegas has always been one of the best races of the year. Tonight should be no different. The crowd is into it tonight. That will definitely get these riders pumped up as they wait for the gate drop. Get ready. The gate is about to drop. Here we go.
So for the final time on the 250, Nando revs it up alongside Adam and Fernandez is that. Then Fernandez from the east as he get underway in Vegas for the main event. And Nando already taken prisoners as he gets very rough and ready at the beginning of his main event. Who was that taken down? I think that was the devil you took down. 47, Castillo. He's down the inside. But Brandon. Landing on Joey. Having to go through the tough blocks. This is Kawasaki 1-2. Got Mitchell House in front in third. But Adam leads. Head of his teammate in the west. But here comes these boys. There by Brandon, who got Smith as well up here. There's KTM. There's Nando down the inside of the Kawasakis. Can't quite make it through. Oh, can he? Got to run into the final corner. He gets ahead of Joey. He wants to lead every lap here in Vegas. Oh, look at that turn. The right hander. There's the other Kawasaki. Austin Fortner all the way down in 21st at the moment. Now Zach Osborne, the other red plate. Into the top 5. Or is he too late already? Nando's racing away in the lead. And you saw in the heats just how good he is round it. There's Osborne up to 4th now, ahead of Mitchell Harrison. Just got the Kawasaki's between him and Nando. As the red plates come to play again. Yes, there you go. You can see them to the side as well. Battling over. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Nando already a couple of seconds in front. Has come to the end of the second lap and set 1:10.8. Well, that's one way to build a lead. Just absolutely annihilate your quickest lap so far in Vegas. That's a second and a half quicker than what he managed in the heats. I think Nando wants to win. As Joe's got past Adam for 2nd. Crowd very happy. Maybe just loving the bites because they won't have much of a race unfortunately at the front. Maybe some good battling behind, you never know. Between the Kawasakis and Husqvarna for 2nd. As Mitchell has already over 10 seconds back. There's all Nando, okay, too much speed there. It's best up the section. A rare mistake. But still he leads by almost 4 seconds. See how much slower his lap time is actually now. For almost 3 seconds slower that. It's then Fernandez down in 14th. Wasn't he starting in the top 5? There's Austin Fortner in last. As there's Osborne, and you saw that to the right-hand side. Up to 2nd now. Ahead of the Kawasaki's, but 5, almost 6 seconds back of his rival. The guy he had got very close to last season. Especially round it. Nando just enjoyed himself. Wonder how much quicker he'll be on a 450 round here. Or is this how quick he can be on a 450 round here? Might be issues if that is the case. As he almost done a third of the race here in Vegas. And it is looking like it has for most of the season. One man, one mission. Only one person achieving it at the moment. Nando annihilating the field despite doing 13s. It's just a nil battling for a top 10. There's Nicoletti. No, Chase Sexton now in last. You actually see that battle with Fortner just in front. A 7 seconds back is Osborne. 8 seconds back to Joey. There's Mitch Harrison ahead of Adam for 4th. Oh, here we go, Nando. Getting the big whips out for the crowd. God, he's just out one round this circuit. Just seems to combine what he loves the most. It's the rhythm sections. Not being too difficult though. Just if you nail them, you get such a good flow. And it's just fast and furious. And of course, you've got big jumps as well. Just a mixture of everything. And Nando loves best. It's now Martin Davalos in last, behind his teammate Fortner. So the Kawasaki crew from the west definitely outperforming the crew from the east. While Mitchell has now passed both of them, ahead of Adam and Joey. So Nando just making it look too easy at the moment. But I wonder if it's going to be this easy in 450s. Surely not, you would think. Long season as well. I mean, it's just been 10 rounds this one, 9 rounds. 450s, it's combined. It's 19 rounds. You know, to take part in. So lots of training for Nando to do in the off season. Get bulked up. Get used to a 450 as well. He's only really ridden 250 so far. So Oxford and Fortner on the move into the top 20. Nando round, this is long left-hander. That's the only corner he really kind of struggles with. He's almost 10 seconds ahead of Zach Osborne. And so halfway through this main event in Vegas. It's very much been a familiar tale. That's all we go. Nando with the mega rip. Shame there's no one there to really see it. Well, he enjoyed it at least. Goes over the whoop section. You can see all his opponents in front of him. That's a mega jump. So over 10 seconds ahead of Osborne now. Been able to do nothing about his 250 foe. So Nando a bit wide there. So we've got the crushed Christian Craig down in 21st now. Batting with Davalos. So Joey battling and being the top 5. He's dropped behind his teammate. Well, Mitchell Hasen's trying to catch up to Zach Osborne. The battle of the red plate's not happening. Osborne might have another West quitter to battle with. Nando's looked flawless here in Vegas. Yeah, he didn't qualify the best. That's the only thing that he's done wrong. Well, he has not been quick as well. He's not been top. That's poor section. That's another rare mistake in that section. Until he gets back on board for the next section. No. Does a 1:14. Slowing down a bit, maybe approaching the final third of this race. So still Christian Craig and Davalos, 21st and 22nd. So that flag marshal must be very bored on the inside there of that left-hander. So maybe Harrison not as much on the back of Osborne as we thought. He's around 3 seconds back. Actually closer to Adam still. He's only 2 seconds behind his rest colleague. Still got Joey in 5th as well. So looking very good for the West. Only one East Rider in the top 5. And there's a guy you probably would expect as well to be in the top 5. But that's not how you're meant to go for that section, Nando. There's nothing how you meant to do that section, no. Not a massive jump. As he's just got 5 laps remaining. We're getting it right. There's another 1:13. You see Alex Martin, passenger, on the edge of the top 10. Davos really falling back now, 50 seconds back. Nando, could he actually lap someone round her? It's a long lap, 70 seconds. More like 73 at the moment, 73, 74. 72 on a good lap. Could maybe still happen. So Nando almost made a mistake there. Just got away from the tough box. Look at that attitude through the corners. So the whip section. That's better. That's how you're meant to do it. That's not how meant to land it though. Don't think Nando really cares. He's got a big enough lead that he can afford to make a mistake or two. So maybe for the first time I think in the 250s, he could be mistake free. Or at least this season. Stavros 58 seconds back. It could actually happen. Someone being that. And there'll be someone from the East Championship as well. A little bonus for the rider from the rest at the moment. There's no real movement behind either. Osborne very comfortable in second. Addison not really troubling him. Nando gone a bit wide. Once again disturbing the tough blocks. Just playing with his food. Don't be playing with your food, Nando. Apparently he's now half a minute ahead of Osborne. That can't be right. Seems like timing is busted around one of these points, around like the halfway mark. And it's actually close to like 15 seconds as shown that. No, it says Joe's 42 seconds back, but he's really slowed down. I'm surprised he's still in the top 5 as Nando goes into the 14. He's got Jerry Martin around at the top 10 now. So Nando a bit wide there. It's Nicoletti down to 21st now behind the crush. Still Davalos in last. He's trying to escape being lapped with 3 laps remaining. Don't see anyone in front. So you might be escaping that embarrassment. Once again, Nando really loving that whip. And scrub. It's all a bit wide for the right. You can see his targets to the right hand side. Unfortunately for him, I don't think he has enough time to catch up to that traffic. He's over 20 seconds ahead of Osborne now. That's not a good final section, but still does a 1:12. First time in a while. Spickel off down there in 20th. Craig in 21st. Davalos in 22nd. As we're on the penultimate lap of the season. For a new adventure in the 450s. That's a 19 races. A long season has Brandon into the top 5 now. And hopefully a much more competitive season as well. Because Nando's just taken the 250s like a duck to water. Okay, he's had his odd issues. Mainly falling way too much. But pace-wise, he's been up there virtually since the beginning, especially in the West Championship. I mean, he's taken his, I think, 8th victory of the season. And been beaten twice this year. So there's the battle. The 21st and 22nd. I think he's just going to be too far back because he does a 1:11. He's pushing hard. So that, folks, is Nando. He's pushing Craig in last now. His crush. There's Osborne 19.3 back. Harrison 22.2 back. Adam 29 seconds behind. As you see riders in front. Now he's really going to have to get on his bike though to catch them. But he's trying. As it just got half of that to go. Oh, it is going to be really close. I think Craig and Davalos are just about safe, are they? No, Craig isn't. He's got that. Could Davalos join him? Don't think so. As Nando goes across the line with another 1:11 and victory in Vegas. As Nando wins by almost 30 seconds ahead of Zach Osborne in a flawless display after 14 laps, with Mitch Harrison grabbing the podium on his Husqvarna in third ahead of Adam. Brandon is Yamaha in fifth ahead of Justin Starden. He came on strong in the second of the race. Joey dropping down to 7th. He definitely did not come strong in the second of the race. Then Smith on the KTM, Tesla on the Yamaha, Jeremy Martin on his Honda ran out the top 10 of Alex Martin. And Brady Tabb, Dan Fernandez, Austin Fortner, Justin Hill, Luke Resland, Nizzy Yamaha, Chase Sexton, Decotis, Fit Nicoletti, Shane McElrath, Martin Davalos, and Christian Craig, the only rider to finish a lap down while we look through all the people who got sent home earlier. This night has, we score all the way down to 79th, I think it is, and Aaron Hamilton on the Suzuki. As in the championship, we're after his 8th victory, Nando scores a magical 250, 70 points ahead of Justin Stein. Good to see nice round numbers there. And then Adam, the Swogs, Adam Pleasant to third, even though they finished the level on points. Which has into the top 5 ahead of Joey as well. Bradley Tuft up to 7 ahead of Shane McElrath. And Chase Sexton gets into the top 10 ahead of Justin and Russell. As looking further down, Alex Martin up to 12 ahead of Justin Hill. Philip Nicoletti up to 17th. Jeffrey into double figures. Everyone in double figures. With Tyler Custer getting the wooden spoon.
A fantastic run to the title. The celebration begins for the newly crowned 250 champ. I'm Ralph Shaheen. So long, everybody.
As he gets all the fame, he gets all the experience, he gets all the awards, does Nando. As he get up to 21. Nicely done. As his contract with GoPro has ended, he has to choose a new sponsor. And congrats, you have won the season of 250 West class. The fame you have earned up to now lets you move on to the 450 class if you want. Otherwise, you can race again in one of the 250 classes. Nope, there is go to the big boys. Let's go to the 450s. And who will he sign with, will Nando? As he's got 4 5-week contracts and in 3 weeks for the tops. Oh, he can't get the top sponsors. 450, he doesn't have the fame. So can he go with 4 Twin Air? Should just go with 4. Yeah, supply that livery and get that sign-in bonus. As his first week then in the 450 class. Of course, Nando's training hard. And challenging hard as well. He's got to get a rivalry going. As on the bonus day, do a media day, let's do some promo. Do some promo, why not? As next up, it is round 1 of the 450 championship. Round Anaheim 1. So I hope you enjoyed Nando's time on the 250s. It did get a bit dominant towards the end. Hopefully it's a bit more of a challenge on the 450s the next time. But thanks for watching. We'll find out then.